Dorit Kemsley spills on how her marriage to PK influenced her in a major way. The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills' Dorit Kemsley admitted how her estranged husband majorly influenced her. Dorit Kemsley has so much to show from her marriage to Paul PK Kemsley. The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills cast member has 2 children with her now estranged husband, and an accent that she picked up from nearly a decade of marriage to the talent manager. Dorit spoke with BravoTV.com during RHOBH Season 7, which was her first season on the show, where she opened up about her unique accent. She explained that her accent comes from all of the places she's lived, in addition to her marriage to PK, who is from the United Kingdom. "I think the way of how I speak is a combination of many things," she stated, as seen in the throwback video above. "First and foremost, I am married to a Brit who's got a very, very strong London accent, and I'm sure some of those inflections have sort of rolled over on me," she admitted at the time they were still married when the video was filmed. Dorit had faced some criticism for her accent during RHOBH Season 7, when Erica Jane declared, "You're an American. You were born in Connecticut." But prior to meeting PK, Dorit had lived in Italy and traveled all over the world with her career in fashion. Dorit Kemsley reveals how her parents have played into her accent. She continued, admitting that her parents, Rachel and Shalom Limmel, also play a factor in her accent. Dorit grew up with 2 siblings, Debbie and David Limmel. Although she was born in Connecticut, Dorit's dad is from Israel, and her mom is from Tangier, also influencing the way she speaks today. "My parents are not American," she explained. "I was born and raised in America. I did spend a significant amount of time, nearly 10 years, back and forth going to Europe. I spent a lot of time working all over the world in various places of the world where people did not speak English all that well." Related. Here's what went down during Kyle Richards and Dorit Kemsley's weekend getaway in the Hamptons, PACS. "I had a tendency to over-enunciate, so I think at times some of my English is a part of that and part inflection," she revealed. "And, being around a lot of Europeans and a lot of Brits, you just become a product of your environment, really. That's who I am. That's the way I speak." Are Dorit Kemsley and PK Kemsley divorced? No, not yet. Dorit and PK are still married and going through their divorce after Dorit officially filed on April 15, 2025, citing irreconcilable differences after they had officially separated in May 2024. Dorit Kemsley opens up about her relationship with PK Kemsley during an April 2025 interview with Rollercoaster magazine. Dorit gave some insight into the early days of her relationship with PK. She admitted that while they were dating, they had talked about her pursuing her career over starting a family with him. But she chose to start a family with him, which ultimately resulted in them getting married and welcoming their first child in 2014. "PK and I were very codependent," she admitted. "I had my own business. I had my factories in Italy and Hong Kong, so I had to travel and was selling all over the world. I was also looking to grow it bigger and bigger. PK and I were not the type of people to be independent." Related. Here's where Mauricio Umansky and PK Kemsley stand today. "We had only been together about a year, but it was different," she recalled. "I was engaged twice before PK to 2 wonderful men, and I didn't go down the aisle. And with PK, after 3 months, I felt like I'd known him my whole life. There was just something very different. It felt like 2 pieces of a puzzle that fit." Although she is going through a divorce with PK, she admitted that she would not have changed how they got together. "My heart, everything felt like this was my future," she explained. "It wasn't an easy decision, but ultimately, when you're faced with challenging decisions, you have to really think about what is in your best interest. PK was the choice for me, and to build a life with him. If given the chance, I would make the same choice." Read PK's thoughts on lasting love amid his divorce from Dorit.